Good morning to the press corps. Over the last week, we have all watched intently as we've observed our brothers and sisters in Bahamas as they've suffered through one of the most horrific storms in recent memory. We've all been watching, and as I've said to myself is, how do we help? We've all watched as Miss Smith Bean has pleaded for the help for her family and for her friends and for our colleagues in Bahamas. Our ministry over the last week have been working with a number of agencies to figure out a way of how can the people of Bermuda help in this endeavor. We have a plan, and we would like for the people of Bermuda to rally with us to help the men and women, our brothers and sisters in Bahamas in their time of need. I believe this is an opportunity for all of us to roll up our sleeves and help financially with donations. Our Steve Cosham is going to give you some of the logistics of how you can help, and I in the end will wrap up to say thank you to all of you in this endeavor. Again, this is an opportunity for all men and women in our country to help our brothers and sisters in Bahamas in this, their time of need.
Good morning, everybody. So, Bermuda government launched an appeal for goods and money to help the people in the Bahamas. The money was the preference because getting goods from Bermuda to the Bahamas involved a lot more logistics and cost from Bermuda as opposed to buying things in Florida. By coincidence, we got HMS Protector from the UK on Front Street, and it's going to go to the Bahamas, or it's going to go to Florida via the Bahamas. So we've been in contact with HMS Protector and the UK, and we have a plan. So the plan is that we can now have goods donated by the residents of Bermuda, which will be conveyed by HMS Protector to the Bahamas, which will be leaving first thing on Monday. So the question is, how can the Bermuda public get the goods they want to donate to the Bahamas? So we're working with New Providence Community Church in the Bahamas. That's where the goods are going to be distributed from in the Bahamas. So we're asking people to bring their goods, and there's a long list of goods, and we only want the goods that's on this list to be donated. It includes building supplies, cleaning supplies, groceries, home and outdoor, and safety and hygiene. I'm not going to read through the list. It's going to be available immediately on the website so people can see it. Please, non-perishable goods. We will not accept anything that's perishable. There has things on it like mattresses and clothes. They will not take used mattresses. They have to be brand new. So these are important things to have to remember when you donate things. Donating. So in Bermuda, at the Seventh-day Adventist Church Youth Centre on King Street in Hamilton, just up from the fire station, we will be receiving goods, and there'll be volunteers there to direct you. This evening between 2 p.m. and 6 p.m, so this afternoon 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. Saturday between 9:30 in the morning and 8 p.m, and then on Sunday between 8 a.m. and 4 p.m. We won't take anything after 4 p.m. We then have to separate all these goods. We have to inventory everything, and we have to palletize everything for the 4-day ship crossing on HMS Protector to the Bahamas to make sure the goods get there in one piece. The Bahamian government won't accept the goods unless they are in a pallet and they're organized and they're all invoiced. So we have to get that done on Sunday. So 4 p.m. is the cutoff time. So it's a Seventh-day Adventist Church Youth Centre on King Street. Friday, 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. Saturday, 9:30 a.m. to 8 p.m. Sunday, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Thank you.
Good morning. As protocol has already been established, I want to just make an urgent appeal to the businesses, to the faith-based community of Bermuda. First of all, for the prayers, for the island of Bahamas. But secondly, we ask that the prayers be put into action. The scripture says that faith without works is dead. And so what we want is every business community, every faith-based community to pour into this initiative for the island of Bahamas. We're looking for full support in everything that we do. I mean, when we look at where there's unity, we see that things are always seem to be made manifest that people could benefit. And so we ask the community of Bermuda to come into in unity as we start to work together to assist our sister nations. We always must keep in mind that we must consider ourselves when we're giving, when we're participating, that this one day might be us. Thank you for your support.
Good morning, Bermuda. Good morning, press. I want to just give a deep, deep gratitude to the government of Bermuda and to the people of Bermuda on behalf of the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. We have experienced the most horrific disaster that has ever hit our country in our history. And at this time, every Bahamian is rallying around the world to assist our brothers and sisters, and we are so grateful from our Bermudian brothers and sisters and from the ministry and from the government to assist us with helping with relief. The devastation in the Bahamas is very severe. There are 70,000+ people who need help. And so I'm asking all Bermudians, all Bahamians, anybody who are living within Bermuda to please assist us to help our brothers and sisters, because they need our help. And just so anybody is concerned, there are a number of people still trapped. There are a number of people still needing rescue. And so if you are a man or a woman who is ready to get in and rescue, please volunteer your time. You will be gone for weeks, but you will be doing great things. And if you do have the opportunity to do so, please contact us at the Bahamian Association of Bermuda, or you can contact us at the We Care Project, or you can contact us through the ministry. The contact for the We Care Project and the Bahamian Association of Bermuda is 297-2326. And if you know me and you see me on Facebook all the time, inbox me. I can get you to the right places. But this boat is leaving on Monday, and they need things. So I'm asking all of Bermuda, let us do our part, let us do as what we do normally and open our hearts and give as much as we can. Thank you.
It's okay. The boat can take up to 200 tons of equipment. We're looking to get 200 tons of things from our country. In other words, we expect every household in Bermuda to bring something to the Hamilton Seventh-day Adventist Church to donate to the people of Bahamas. That's right. We expect every household in this country to bring something between this afternoon and Sunday afternoon to the Hamilton Seventh-day Adventist Church to donate to the people of Bahamas. This is a challenge that we have for each other and our neighbors. We believe that we can make a difference. When we saw the people of this country without anything, the spirit of the people of this country is strong, and we were built to help people in their time of need. I know that our country is built to love and to help others, and this is an opportunity for us to do so. If you want to help us to volunteer, to pack things up, to help us to put these packets and these pallets together, 8 o'clock on Saturday night, please come to the Hamilton Adventist Center. 50 to 100 volunteers. We need you. Hamilton Seventh-day Adventist Center on King Street. Anybody under the sound of my voice that sees this on social media, come to the center. We need you. This is an opportunity for everyone to roll their sleeves up and help our brothers and sisters in the Bahamas. Ladies and gentlemen, are there any questions?
Can someone speak to the legitimacy of the distribution process? We know that after a lot of disasters that there are people out there that are scammers.
We can say that this process will be managed from start to finish. The HM Protector, that is a boat that was in Bermuda, literally on a courtesy call. We are planning for this boat to go to directly to the Bahamas. We have been speaking directly with Miss Smith Bean, and she has contacted us directly with key people in the Bahamas. We have people from our disaster risk reduction and mitigation team. They will accompany the goods to the Bahamas, and we're going to make sure that the things that we send from Bermuda will directly go to the people in the Bahamas that need them. So this is not going to be where we are just sending the goods to the Bahamas. Our team will accompany it from the dock on Front Street directly to the people that are affected, and we will not leave the Bahamas until these goods are distributed to the right people.
Can you speak to the amount of time? Can you speak to the amount of time it's going to take the boat to, once it leaves Bermuda, to get to the Bahamas?
Yeah, so the boat is going to be leaving Monday morning at high tide. It's going to take 3.5 to 4 days to sail from Bermuda to the Bahamas.
Minister, I believe Belka has already indicated that they're looking at helping out where they can. Have you heard anything further along that line, and whether there's other services that the Bahamian government's looking for that the Bermuda government can help out?
This is still a work in progress. We believe that this will have more than one phase. We immediately saw a window with reference to the boat going, and so we said this morning, rather than us to wait for what could be a phase 2, we know that another boat is leaving in about a week. We saw this as a window, and this morning we got the whiteboard out. We called Miss Smith Bean and we said, listen, let's put together a team immediately. We started whiteboarding at 9 o'clock this morning because we knew that with a boat that had the capacity for 200 tons, we just had to absolutely seize the opportunity to make this happen. We believe that this is not just the people of the Bahamas. This is not going to be one quick fix. If you see the devastation, they're going to need support, global support for the not too distant future. And Bermuda are in to help for the long haul. And so this won't be the first opportunity for us to help. And we're going to be with the people of Bahamas until this is sorted out.
Can you just remind everybody what sort of items you're looking for?
Yes.
And can you just remind everybody what sort of items you're looking for and the times that the center is accepting stuff?
So the center is going to accept items between 8 and today. As of today, you can bring items to the Seventh-day Adventist Church. Everybody knows the Seventh-day Adventist Church is the yellow church next to the fire station on King Street. Today, as of Friday, between 2 and 6 p.m., Saturday, 9:30 a.m. to 8 p.m., and Sunday, 8 to 4. Family in Bermuda, we need building supplies. We are in need of tarps. We are in need of emergency kits. We are in need of first aid kits. We are in need of toiletries. We are in need of formula. We are in need of diapers. We are in need of everything that you would need to live. We need generators. We need tarps. We need tents. We need cots. We need sheets, brand new towels, everything to assist persons to live makeshift, because many of these persons do not have a house to go to, do not have a shelter to go to, and they are still in the elements. So we require very, very, very seriously canned goods, meals that are ready to eat, baby food and formulas, and everything like that, and battery operated items. Family, if you have battery-operated items and cell blocks that can charge cell phones, please bring those items. Anything that can be used during a hurricane, when you are preparing for your hurricane, bring those items. They will be of use, and they will be appreciated by the people of the Bahamas. And I also want to mention that along with NPCC is the organization that has been at the forefront of logistical planning of getting relief to Abaco, getting persons rescued from Abaco and Freeport, is the Head Nose organization. And I am in direct contact with the person who started that organization, Leah Head. And so we will be giving information to the public so that you know where your items are going. They're going directly to the people who need them, I promise you. And so if you can assist us, we appreciate it, and let us do all that we can to help the people of the Commonwealth of the Bahamas.
Mr. Steve Cosham from our Durham in our department, he will be traveling on the boat, and we have Mr. Sergeant Major Warrant Officer Class 2, Rubain from the Bermuda Regiment. He will also be traveling with the boat. We have up to a space for up to 30 on the boat, and we are simply trying to get some civilians, some volunteers, and we're just in the final stages of deciding who actually travels with us to the Bahamas to help the people of the Bahamas. Yes, ma'am.
You've identified key locations for dropping off donations. What about collection vehicles for people that actually can't come to to the Seventh-day Adventist
That,
Church?
that is an excellent point. What I'm thinking of at this point is we're going to get everyone to bring things to the Hamilton Seventh-day Adventist Center. We have a text location, and if anyone needs anything to be picked up, what we're trying to avoid is doing that, like going out to locations to pick things up, because that is just, we don't have the capacity for that at this time. So we're going to encourage people as much as possible to bring the goods to the Adventist Center at this point.